Sharp blades, blunt objects, and items that come to a stark point are all things considered deadly on an airplane. In recent months, security officers at the Billings airport have confiscated as many as 4 guns and plenty of other items. As Q2's Andrea Lutz reports, there's an added awareness over prohibited items as the travel season ramps up.
We're soon approaching 20 years since 9/11, and people are still trying to bring weapons and sharp items through security. So we're taking a look at some of the most bizarre items that people are trying to fly with.
We still see box cutters regularly. That was the weapon of choice of the 9/11 hijackers, and people are still bringing those in their carry-on luggage.
And tools, knives, ammo, and guns.
Firearms parts are not allowed. We don't want someone to bring a part of a firearm and someone else to bring another part.
This is a look at just some of the prohibited items collected by TSA in a couple of months.
I mean, this, for example, would have no need to be in my carry-on. It's heavy, and I wouldn't need it. That's why you shouldn't bring it.
Lori Dankers with TSA says agents often shake their heads in amazement at what folks will try to tote on a plane.
A container full of gasoline, which is highly flammable. No need for that on the plane. People have been known to bring things like chainsaws.
In recent years, the amount of those items is staggering, with as much as 350 pounds of prohibited items confiscated at security. And while that amount dipped in 2020 due to the pandemic, she anticipates it's set to increase again.
We're planning to move right now into a very busy summer travel season. We know there's a pent-up travel demand, and for people who put off trips to see friends or family, they're going to be traveling this summer, and we expect to see a record-breaking summer as compared to 2019.
She says the rules for what not to bring are pretty straightforward.
Anything longer than 7 inches, anything with a blade is not allowed. We should know that we don't need to bring bludgeoning devices into the cabin of the aircraft, that we don't need to bring knives with blades.
And she says if you're unsure, there's plenty of places to find out.
They may say that they didn't know they weren't allowed, but that's not really an excuse. Every day people bring things they're not supposed to bring, and ironically, there are so many resources available to travelers, so you know what you should and you should not bring. Ask yourself with a little critical thinking, should I bring this in my carry-on luggage or should I check it?
In Billings, Andrea Lutz, MTN News.
And something else to remember when you're traveling, no corkscrews are allowed in carry-ons. If you have any questions about what is allowed, you can check the TSA's website or look at their social media pages.